When we listen to the English of those who are well educated, who are learned, and when we speak the English which is of the people who are native speakers, we are quite amazed. We are shocked to know that how beautifully they can express their ideas in wonderful arrangement of sentences, one after another. It is just like a rhythm, the flow, the tempo of their speech, tempo of their communication that impresses us a lot. How to achieve that fluency, how to achieve that expression, beauty in expression, and how to achieve expertise over the communication skills in English. These are the questions which are being asked by the majority of my students and my friends. And how to add the beauty in your expressions. This is the question which actually has started like putting question marks in the minds of the majority of the students. So in this video clip, we are going to talk about the words followed by appropriate prepositions. When these appropriate prepositions are like put after certain words or verbs, they enormously add to the beauty of the beauty and refinement of the sentences. And the listener, it creates a huge impact on the listeners. So therefore, these appropriate prepositions, when they are put after certain words, when they are like put in a appropriate manner, in a right manner, they add beauty to your expressions. Hi everyone, I am Ali Gohal Maheser, an English teacher and a motivational speaker, and you are watching Learn English with Ali Gohal Maheser. Today we are going to talk about certain appropriate prepositions which are followed by certain verbs or certain words. So when these appropriate prepositions, they are used properly in a sentence, they create huge impact on the listeners. So let's get started with. But before going to discuss, I would like to request all those who are new to my YouTube channel, who are watching me first time on this YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon in order to watch my all videos which are coming in future. So let's get started without any delay. Our first word which is followed by appropriate preposition is number 1, cling to. Cling to means to have an intense emotional attachment, means किसी चीज़ के साथ लगाव हो जाना. For example, sentence with cling to is monarchs usually cling to power. They cling on to the power. के जो बादशाह जो होते हैं वो पावर के साथ चिपक जाते हैं, के अटैच हो जाते हैं. Second word is stem from. To stem from means to be cast or derived or originated. To be originated, किसी चीज़ से निकलना, किसी चीज़ से कोई नई चीज़ निकलना. The current crisis stems from the short-sighted politics of the previous government. The current crisis stems from the short-sighted politics of the previous government. Number 3, impetus to. Impetus to means impulse or stimulating factor. ऐसा कोई सबब जो किसी के अंदर उत्साह कोई पैदा करे या कोई जज्बात पैदा करे, तो उसको हम कहते हैं impetus to. Impetus to की जो sentence है, that is, the outbreak of the World War II in 1939 gave a new impetus to receiver development. The outbreak of the World War II in 1939 gave a new impetus to receiver development. Next word is enhance up. To enhance up means to speed up, to raise, to lift up, to augment. किसी चीज़ की जो स्पीड है, वो तेज़ी जो है वो बढ़ाना, या किसी चीज़ को उभारना, ज़्यादा तेज़ करना. Sentence with enhance up is a date enhances up rapidly by compound interest. A date enhances up rapidly by compound interest. Next word is indifferent to. Indifferent to means unconcerned. To be unconcerned or having a lack of enthusiasm. किसी चीज़ में कोई इंटरेस्ट ना होना, कोई दिलचस्पी ना होना, या किसी के साथ कोई हमदर्दी ना होना. या बेहिस भी कहते हैं इसको, बेहिस हो जाना. The sentence is indifferent to is the developed countries are indifferent to the sufferings of the third world countries. The developed countries are indifferent to the suffering of the third world countries. Next word is in the list is safeguard against. Safeguard against or guard against means guard against के किसी चीज़ के खिलाफ कोई बचाव, अपने आप को बचाना या तहफ़्फ़ुज़ लेना या किसी चीज़ के खिलाफ हिफाजती इक़दामात करना. Sentences: our country must safeguard itself against the enemy. Our country must safeguard itself against the enemy. Next word is need for. The need for means to have a desire or wish for, strongly want for. किसी चीज़ के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा तौर पे कोई ख्वाहिश हो जाए, कोई हमें हमारे अंदर कोई ख्वाहिश डिज़ायर पैदा हो जाए, तो इसके लिए हम यूज़ करते हैं वर्ड नीड फॉर. लिविंग थिंग्स नीड वाटर फॉर सर्वाइवल. लिविंग थिंग्स नीड वाटर फॉर सर्वाइवल. नेक्स्ट वर्ड इज़ वार्न ऑफ. टू वार्न ऑफ मीन्स टू इन्फॉर्म, to notify, or to make someone aware of impending danger or evil. किसी बंदे को किसी जो ख़तरा है सामने कोई, उसके ख़िलाफ़ किसी को इन्फॉर्म करना या बताना, या किसी को कि भाई बता देना कि भाई सामने जो है वो ख़तरा है. I phoned to warn him of the road closure. I phoned to warn him of the road closure. Next word is usher in. To usher in means to herald, to introduce, to announce as the arrival, to announce arrival. किसी चीज़ की पेशन गोई करना, किसी चीज़ के होने की कोई पेशन गोई करना, या किसी चीज़ के बारे में को पहले से ही बता देना, इन्फॉर्म करना. It ushered in a whole new era. It ushered in a whole new era. Next word is dispose of. To dispose of means to get rid of, to transfer to another's control. किसी चीज़ को किसी और के कंट्रोल में दे देना, किसी और के इख्तियार में दे देना, या किसी चीज़ से जान छुड़ाना भी होता है. So the sentence with dispose of there is they disposed of the stolen property. They disposed of the stolen property. Next word in the list is jostle for. To jostle for means to contend, to compete, or to vie in order to acquire something. किसी चीज़ को हासिल करने के लिए मुकाबला करना, किसी के साथ मुकाबला करना, compete करना. So the sentence with jostle for is the participant jostle for winning the trophy. The participants are the competents, or the participants jostle for winning the trophy. Jostled for means के मुकाबला किया उन्होंने ट्रॉफी जीतने के लिए. To capitalize on. Next word is to capitalize on. To capitalize on means to profit, to obtain an advantage or benefit out of a situation. किसी हालात में से फ़ायदा उठाना, किसी हालात को मद्देनज़र रखते हुए कोई फ़ायदा या कोई बेनिफिट जो है वो निकालना, उठाना. The home team capitalize on the home conditions against the opponent. The home team capitalize on the home conditions against the opponent. ये हम देखते हैं, क्रिकेट में भी देखते हैं, कि बाकी दुनिया के स्पोर्ट्स में भी देखते हैं कि जिस मुल्क का कोई होम ग्राउंड होता है तो उसको थोड़ी सी लेवरेज जो है वो हो जाती है, उसको थोड़ा फ़ायदा ज़्यादा होता है एज़ कम्पेयर टू उसके जो मद्दे मुकाबल जो टीम है, क्योंकि वो अपने उस हालात, अपने सर्कमस्टेंसेस, अपने होम ग्राउंड, होम कंडीशंस और जो क्राउड है उसका भरपूर फ़ायदा उठाते हुए अपोजिट टीम को जो है वो हरा जाती हैं. तो देयरफॉर they capitalize on. Next word in our today's lecture is whisk away. To whisk away is means to take a person on a surprise journey. किसी को सीक्रेट या किसी को अचानक किसी सफ़र पे ले जाना, या अचानक किसी टूर पे ले जाना. A typical English husband often whisks his partner away. A typical English husband often whisks his partner away. Next word is allocate for. To allocate for is means to set aside for a purpose. किसी चीज़ को साइड पे रखना, किसी चीज़ को अलहदा करके रखना किसी मकसद के लिए. The sentence with the allocate for is funds are allocated to the schools for repair. Repair works. The funds are allocated to the schools for the repair works. Next word is draw down. To draw down means to lower. Curtains, ये ख़ास तौर पे पर्दा जो होता है कमरे का, जो खिड़कियों के ऊपर जो पर्दे होते हैं, उन पर्दों को नीचे लाने के लिए होता है draw down. To draw down means to lower curtains, to acquire as funding. किसी चीज़ को हासिल करना as funding या इमदाद के तौर पे. We need to draw down $10 million. We need to draw down $10 million. Next word is inquire into. Inquire into means investigate or make inquiry. The police inquired into the case. The police inquired into the case. Inquire after भी होता है और inquire of भी होता है. तो inquire after means to ask about health. To inquire after means to ask about health. For example, I went to a hospital to inquire after his health. I went to the hospital to inquire after his health. Next is inquire of. To inquire of means to ask someone. कि किसी से कोई चीज़, कोई बात, कोई सवालात पूछना. If I do not know their policy, if I don't know their policy, I should inquire of them. I should inquire of them. Next word in a tally is imbued with. Imbued with means completely permeated or impregnated by some quality. किसी चीज़ से भरा हुआ, किसी चीज़ को लेके कोई चीज़ जो है वो भरा हुआ. The entire text is imbued with the sense of melancholy and hopelessness. The entire text is imbued with the sense of melancholy and hopelessness. जिस तरह सेंटेंस में पता चलता है कि पूरा का पूरा जो खुलासा है किसी चीज़ का, वो भरा हुआ है, वो फुल है मीनिंग के साथ, किसी नाउमीदी और मायूसी के साथ भरा हुआ है. Next word in a list is malaise of. Malaise of means bodily discomfort or fatigue or unpleasantness. For example, the last night's long drive have produced a malaise of in his body. The next word in a list is conduit for. Conduit for means a pipe, a channel or a duct, a means of transmission. किसी चीज़ को किसी एक जगह से लेके किसी दूसरी जगह तक पहुंचाने के लिए जो कोई चैनल होता है, पाइप होता है, कोई चीज़ जो यूज़ होती है, मीन्स जो होती है, उसके लिए हम यूज़ करते हैं conduit for. The sentence with conduit for is man is the best conduit for coronavirus. Man is the best conduit for coronavirus. Next word is harmful to, जिसकी मीनिंग होती है कि injurious to, or detrimental to, or lethal to. इन सब की मीनिंग होती है कि किसी चीज़ के लिए ख़तरनाक या ख़तरे की कोई चीज़ या कोई चीज़ हार्मफुल हो, कि जो कोई चीज़ जो नुकसानदेह हो, उसके लिए हम यूज़ करते हैं injurious to, detrimental to and lethal to. For example, smoking is injurious to health. Smoking is injurious to health. Next word is recover from. To recover from means to get better from something, especially a disease. किसी बीमारी या किसी बुरे हालात से बाहर आ जाना, बेहतर हो जाना. He is recovering from the deadly disease. He is recovering from the deadly disease. Next word is dabble into. Dabble into means to participate or have an interest. Especially this word dabble into uses for the meaning to interfere, to meddle, to tamper with. किसी के साथ मुदाखलत करना, किसी के काम में मुदाखलत करना. So the sentence with dabble into is don't dabble into my matters. Don't dabble into my matters. Don't you listen? Next word is quest for. Quest for means search for. His quest for knowledge is matchlessly great. किसी चीज़ के लिए तलाश, किसी चीज़ की तलाश होना. So his quest for knowledge is matchlessly great. Next word is settle down. The word settle down means calm down. To become quiet. To become quiet. इसकी सेटल डाउन मीन्स किसी गुस्से वाले हालात से या बुरे हालात से ऐसा अपनी तबीयत में मिजाज में वापस आ जाना. It took him a while to settle down after a phone call. It took him a while to settle down after a phone call. Next word is slow down. To slow down means to decelerate. किसी चीज़ की स्पीड जो है वो तेज़ी जो है वो रफ्तार जो है वो कम करना. Slow down the speed of the car when there is a bend in the road. Slow down the speed of the car when there is a bend in a road. Next word is distancing oneself from. To distance from means move away from. Especially this word has got huge impact and meaning in the COVID-19. So distancing from means किसी दूसरे बंदे से किसी चीज़ से अपने आप को दूर करना. The sentence with distancing oneself from is he distanced himself from others owing to COVID-19 circumstances. He distanced himself from others owing to the COVID-19 circumstances. Next word is remind of. To remind of means to bring into a notice. To considerate, to bring into consideration, किसी के जहन में कोई चीज़ लाना. My boss reminded me of typing these letters. My boss reminded me of typing the letters. Next word is started off or kick off. To start off or to kick off means के शुरुआत होना किसी चीज़ का start होना शुरू होना. The match started off at 10 p.m. The match started off at 10 p.m. Next word is write off, write down. जिसकी मीनिंग होती है to jot down, के किसी चीज़ को लिख देना, लिखना. Write down the address of the concerned officer. Write down the address of the concerned officer. Next word is insist on. To insist on means to hold up a claim emphatically. To hold up a claim emphatically. किसी दावे को किसी दावा जो है वो बड़े ही भरपूर अंदाज से किसी चीज़ के लिए दावा करना. So the sentence with insist on is the defendant insisted on his innocence. The defendant insisted on his innocence. So these were the list of the words that we discussed in a topic named as words followed by appropriate preposition. We'll be continuing with another list of the words in our next video. I hope you enjoyed my today's video lesson. We'll be talking about certain more important issues and topics in English communication in my next videos. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day. Thank you.